Alright, we're back for the part two. Um, that king hand actually was kind of interesting. It's actually unfortunate. This I hard diamonds guy right here. He didn't. He flatted with queen queen under the gun, which that's cool. Let me find it quickly. Alright, so we three bet here, and he calls. So the flop comes really bad for us. Really bad. Ace five jack suited. I check. I expect him to check back like Jack X, like if he's calling with like Queen Jack, King Jack, which is unlikely, but he still can have it. He'll probably bet any ace. I don't see much air if he's like bluffing here. And we have trips. We'll just raise for value. Make it 2.85. So I check and he checks back, and then a blank comes on the turn, and I bet about 2/3 because I expect him to call with like any Jack X that he's like checking back on the turn, not on the flop. And so he does call, and then I check back the river because I just like on the flop I don't expect him to bet any of those hands that we beat. So I check back, and he has queen queen. I don't know if we can bet the river because our hand looks pretty weak. Like we never have an ace checking back on the flop. So I'd like to see what you guys think about betting the river there for thin value. It's kind of close. I'm not sure, so I guess I'll be back on that. I'm not sure if this guy called the raise. Did we lose that hand? Did he have like queen deuce? Yeah, queen deuce. That's funny. I think the merge symbols for players are pretty retarded. Like they don't make sense at all. The only one that makes sense is like fish and shark. Like sunglasses. Like what the fuck does that mean? Sorry for my language. I'm sorry. If any kids are listening to this, like Alex. So this guy right here, Devil's Time, location in Bulgaria. He's actually a really good player. I remember I PTR'd him. I think he's winning like 3 BB for 100, which, from what I hear, is a good win rate on Merch just because it's so reg infested. We actually have like 1,700 hands on him, and that's all the notes I have, which is pretty sad. It's depressing. I hope we get in some 3-bet spots because that's by far my biggest league, as I found out yesterday, and I almost cried because there's such a huge leak. Jake said to adjourn 8 on Cards Chat. I think we can ISO here. I think he's gonna be calling with like worst sevens like A7, 9-7, and worst queen. Maybe not worst queens, but I think we can ISO here. Back to the 3-bet pots. He was saying how I should not open as wide, which makes perfect sense because if you don't open as wide, then once you get 3-bet, you have a stronger range to continue with, and my 3-bet will go lower. Alright, so I think this guy calls with 10x. He doesn't. But I think that flops really easy board to value bet here. And we'll raise here to ISO versus the fish. I've only made this is only my second video ever making, and I think it's great. It actually opens my eyes up. Just talking makes you really think more about each standard street that you think is, and it really helps you. I don't think we can see, but this he's gonna be calling him so wide, and that flop really just hits him hard. I think we just call this. We have outs, and then we can. I think we can fold out ace high. I don't think he ever checks this week. We can't fold a queen. It's close. It's close. I'll just check back. I'm just not. I don't know if that's folding. This guy seems somewhat rigid. She's binding full. We don't have any fish behind us, so I like to do it here. I think we get a lot of folds here. And this guy limps in again. He's limped in probably about four small blinds. And this guy is currently running 4-0. So we have an FX spotting right now. If A7, and we should probably get off this table. That's the problem. If one fish leaves, I mean, we do have a 17-8 up here, which isn't the best thing to get all happy about. But I should probably leave this upper left table. So this guy calls. I imagine he's got a lot of pocket pairs in his range here. I think we can bet multiple streets. I think he's going to fold on the flop, but we do have a backdoor flush draw, and I think we can just fire multiple streets out here and get decent turns in the folds on good cards. And we get check raised, which is kind of weird because we have the ace of diamonds, which blocks a lot of his flush draw combos. He's only repping a set, and that's his check raise. Oops. He's really not check raising that often, and maybe we can fold. I think maybe we can 3-bet here. Versus a lot of regs do that, but it's close. Just because we have the ace of diamonds. This guy, we can't 3-bet here for value. I think we can call with the fish and small blind here. And we whiff. I think that the A7 offhand is really interesting. I'll mark that. So this guy is limp folding an awful lot. So once he limp calls, then he's gonna have a decent hand. And you won't have like much junk like normal people do. My battery is running out. I might have to end this short if my battery doesn't last. It says only 19 minutes, but that's probably like only 7 minutes. So this fish 3-bets, and there's nothing we can do here. But it'd be interesting to see what he's 3-betting with. We could squeeze here. I actually really like squeezing here. This guy's not folding that often, and he's now he's middle position. I'm just not sure we get a lot of folds and we're being out of position. And this guy's showing he limp. He limp in the small one folds a lot. So this guy 3-bets with ace ace. He's probably only 3-betting like queen queen plus, to be honest. He flatted my ace. Yeah, if he flatted ace king off in the blinds. I'm not sure how this sound's actually gonna be because I don't have a mic. I'm using my built-in laptop mic. I might I'm outside right now, so there's a lot of sounds. Um, this I'm actually gonna open this just because I want to play a pot with this fish in the big volume. And this guy's limp. This guy's on the bottom left. He's limp folded an awful lot. And this guy, he 3-bets us. Imagine this only for value with the fish. Maybe he's 3-betting with air. It's pretty bad. And queen ten off just doesn't fare well versus value range, so we can just fold. This is interesting. I like to see how this hand plays out. I'm not sure the pre-flop action is, but this guy has regular stats, but he's not buying in full. That's the thing that I kind of like. I would always say like, oh wow, this guy is 26, 21. This guy must be good. And you just see the stuff they're showing up with a showdown, and you think like, what? Like, where'd you read that? So that's why when everybody says like, oh man, we're just totally reg infested, but the regs are just not that good. I mean, I'm not that great either. But if you see a lot of the regs, and that's unfortunate. So I'm probably going to stop this video now because we have no power left. Yeah. Alright, well thanks guys. I'm sorry that my battery left, but hope to get some good feedback.